Ladies and gentlemen, señores y señoras, good morning and welcome to the final day of this tournament, European Nations Cup. The first final of the day is Ireland against Spain. Here for you the referees. The center referee, Nordin Sobowitz. The assistant referee, Niels Christian Simonsen. The second assistant referee, Mika Valsten. The fourth official, Robbie Byrne. And the teams for Ireland. Number 3, the captain, Emer O'Sullivan. Number 6, Sean Donoghue. Number 7, Tom Donoghue. Number 9, Matt Crowley. Number 10, Aoife McNichol. Number 11, Neglis Monvillas. Number 12, Liam Lynch. And the head coach, Adam Crowell, and his assistants, Daniel Gilbert and Andy Carr. And for Spain, with number 7, the captain, Raduan Buchabund. Number 10, Samuel Grau Garcia. Number 5, Aaron Torralbo Sanchez. Number 9, Francisco Guerrero Velasco. Number 12, Marcos Garcia Trives. Number 19, Arturo Fabra Reina. Number 64, Francisco Perez Espinosa. And the head coach, Jan Grau Garcia. As his assistants, Francisco Javier Belda Ramon. Susana Sanchez Trujillo, Manuel del Rey Arjona, and Joaquin Bettinelli. All right, guys, and now the national anthems. All right, thank you so much. Enjoy the match. I'm gonna hand over to Ryan and Greg at the streaming. Have fun.
Good morning and welcome to Finals Day here at the 2025 EPFA Nations Cup. What a journey it has been. 5 days of unforgettable football, drama, shocks and history, and now just 4 matches remain. Today, every fixture carries significance. For some, it's about pride. For others, it's about World Cup qualification. And for 2 of Europe's giants, it will be about glory and the title of European champions. To begin, we have the Republic of Ireland versus Spain in the 7th place playoff. It may not decide World Cup qualification, but it's still loaded with pride, a chance to finish on a high, to take something positive from the week and ensure their campaign closes with momentum rather than regret. The Republic of Ireland arrive here with very mixed emotions. Their group stage was marked by organisation and fight, for many much the tougher side of the competition's draw. It was a narrow defeat to Denmark, it was a win over Scotland, a gritty draw with Italy, and a spirited showing against England. But ultimately, they finished 4th in Group B on 4 points, behind Denmark on 6 and Italy on 7, missing out on the semi-finals. And then yesterday, heartbreak, a penalty shootout defeat to Northern Ireland in a tense derby after coming so close to winning it in regulation time. Under Adam Crowell, they have looked more disciplined and tactically organised with every passing game, but they know this is their final chance to show that progress counts for something. For Spain, this match rounds off what has been a historic debut, their very first Nations Cup appearance, and it's been a steep learning curve, but one where they have grown game by game. A harsh 7-0 introduction against France could have dented confidence, but they bounced back, pushed Belgium, stunned Germany, and will be looking to fight on here. They lost yesterday to Denmark. At times, discipline has cost them, but their passion, energy and flashes of quality have made them one of the real talking points of this week's action. For Ireland, victory today would offer a small bit of redemption after the pain of yesterday and underline the progress they've made, even if it's not quite the route they had hoped for when they arrived to Italy. For Spain, finishing 7th would be a remarkable achievement in their very first Nations Cup. Proof they belong at this level and a real platform to build on. Tactically, I would suspect Spain will be looking to bring energy and aggression with Radwan Boujaboud pressing high. Ireland, I suspect, will be looking to expand the court, build through Adam Crowell's organised system, and also make set pieces count. The first match of finals day, Republic of Ireland, the battlers, Spain, the debutantes. This should be a great game.
Morning, Ryan. Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias for those in Spain. Two teams who are probably complete polar opposite of each other emotions-wise coming into this game. Spain, I think, will be secretly delighted they're in the 7th, 8th playoff, having given themselves an outside chance of World Cup qualification yesterday. It was a bonus on their debut. Ireland, on the other hand, are perennial World Cup attendees. Missing out will hurt. They will have not wanted to be in this position whatsoever. A chance for them to at least go out on a high, give them something to build on over the next 4 years. But ultimately, this has been a disappointing campaign results-wise. I think they can take some comfort in how they've performed, especially defensively. Have really limited chances for the likes of England and Italy. They just need to put it all together going forward. Spain have been really, really good to watch. Radwan Boujaboud has been my standout player for them. He's played with such passion and he really can distribute the ball well. As you see there, two teammates taking each other out in the warm-up. They will want to finish their campaign in style and complete what has been a really impressive major tournament debut, Ryan.
Yeah, completely agree with the assessment of the squad and highlighting Radwan Bujabud as a particular player of note. Very fiery, very aggressive. That nearly boiled over yesterday in their fourth fixture with Denmark. But I have been very impressed with Spain. Within the last few years, they've bypassed the likes of Germany and Scotland, two teams that finished above them in the EPFA Cup back in 2022, the qualifying event for here. So if they can go back to Spain, continue to develop as a nation, I hope we'll see them continue to rise through the ranks as we've seen the likes of Italy do. For the Republic of Ireland, you have to feel really sorry for them. Firstly, the group of death with Italy, Denmark, even Scotland pushing all the opposition to their very limits, and then England will be looking to retain their crown later today. You wonder whether featuring in Group A could have seen them not just progress but maybe qualify for the semi-finals. I think they've been that good within their respective games that it's just an unfortunate series of events which has led them to be present here in the 7th place playoff. One of the big storylines for me has been the way that Adam Crowe has gradually reshaped his side as the tournament has gone on. Early on, Ireland looked disciplined, but sometimes a little flat going forward. And I think that's changed ever since he's brought Thomas Donoghue into the centre, flanked by Ethan McNichol and Naglis Montvillas as wingers. It's clear that he's still trying to find that winning formula, and while it's a little late, there is definite positives. It's given them balance, I think. Donoghue's presence in the middle has offered control and a target. McNichol's tireless energy has been a highlight, and Montvillas puts himself in some fantastic areas, sustaining pressure and showing a cutting edge. Matt Crowley, of course, deserves so much credit. His distribution from the back has been fantastic. But of course, knowing this group, they will be dwelling on what could have been. The missed opportunities across their 5 games have ultimately cost them not just a semi-final place, but a World Cup ticket. So it will be going back to the drawing board and to develop within the next 2 or 3 years to ensure that the next time the EPFA Nations Cup comes around, they're not only present, but they're competitive.
Certainly more competitive going forward than they have been in this tournament so far. I think you're right to highlight how the change of moving Tom Donoghue into the middle has turned around some of Ireland's fortunes. I think his distribution, I think we've highlighted some of the 360 deliveries he's put in have been excellent. Naglis Montvillas has been excellent with his dribbling. He'll just be disappointed with some of the chances that have come his way and not been taken.
It's the fine margins of tournament football, isn't it? He has been so unlucky. Just moments of hesitation have cost them. But this one final chance to right that wrong, it won't be enough for them. I think anything less than World Cup qualification will be seen as a massive disappointment for a powerhouse on the international stage. And that's why it's really important that the work they do away from these spotlights is productive. go through the starting squads. Starting with the Republic of Ireland, they have opted to switch things up, as you would probably suspect, with this game not carrying as much significance as their one yesterday. They start with Sean Donoghue, the number 6 in goal. In the centre, I would suspect they maintain Thomas Donoghue, the number 7. The wingers, Emer O'Sullivan, number 3, and Liam Lynch, number 12. So Adam Crowell giving some good minutes to players that have been on the periphery of the competition. The substitutes, number 10, Ethan McNichol, Matt Crowley, and Naglis Montvillas. And for Spain, likewise have opted to switch things up. In goal, Aaron Turabo Sanchez, the number 5, scored a fantastic goal against Germany, exhibiting his versatility, playing in different positions. I suspect Radwan Bujabud, the standout, will be the centre player, with Francisco Guerrero Velasco in a wide role. He's typically opted to play in goal, so a switch up for him. And then on the alternate wing is Francisco Perez Espinoza. Their substitutes, Samuel Gro Garcia, Marcus Garcia Trives, and Arturo Fabra Reina.
You suggest we've seen a sort of emergence of Radwan Bujabud as Spain's best player in this tournament. Many believes coming into it was Samuel Gro Garcia. He hasn't played a lot, and I think I've been more impressed with Bujabud's distribution, his all-round play in the middle, than I think I have anyone else in the Spain squad.
Having watched him in 2022, whereby Spain qualified for this Nations Cup, Bujabud was present, but a little bit raw and inexperienced then. It's clear that he's developed as a player since, and he's become a real leader in this side. While Samuel Gro Garcia wears that captain's armband if and when he plays, the role Bujabud plays is really important, not just in defence, but attack as well. And this is a really good opportunity for him to impart that influence one final time. Added to that, we have been very impressed with the likes of Arturo Fabra Reina, Marcos Trives, as being really good, persistent wingers. So it'll be interesting to see how this pairing of Velasco and Espinoza does, as Bujabud kicks things off here this morning. They're going to want to maintain good 2-on-1 discipline, and that goes to both nations, as Francisco Espinoza tries to restrict Thomas Donoghue from advancing up the court.
There's O'Sullivan in the middle.
Yeah, I think it's a fairly fluid shape from Ireland, as Velasco takes it in control. He's going to put some pressure on Thomas Donoghue. It doesn't get as far as the Republic of Ireland keeper, certainly with the engagement of Velasco. So Emer O'Sullivan, he looks as if she's shaping up to play that central role, does well to restrict Spain.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen Emer O'Sullivan. She front bumped it back to Tom Donoghue. I think I would have liked to have seen her to take it in reverse. The space was behind her. Espinoza just has to reverse to stay in line with the 5-metre marking.
That ball doesn't necessarily have the angle. That one does, however, but cut out well by Radwan Bujabud.
I am really pleased to see Liam Lynch starting on the wing, I must say, for the Republic of Ireland, Ryan.
He's a good player, one we've had the pleasure of being able to watch in the English National League, and he's going to get an opportunity here and slots it home. A fantastic finish from Liam Lynch. He's had to settle for very limited minutes across this competition, but shows why he is regarded as a really bright prospect for the future. Ireland 1, Spain 0.
There's the clinical finish that Ireland have been lacking this entire tournament. And it does beg the question, maybe should he have featured earlier on? It's a brilliant finish. As that one gets through, can Velasco keep it in? No, just past the post.
Almost an immediate reply. Spearheaded by Radwan Boujaboud, followed up by Francisco Velasco. Good stuff from Spain, who aren't looking to settle. But yeah, back to that breakaway for Liam Lynch and the Republic of Ireland. Many coaches will play hypotheticals and say what they would have done differently given the opportunity again. I don't necessarily like to get into that frame of mind. It's just about building towards the future now. As Thomas Donoghue into the goal scorer. Just exchanging some nice passes. This good combination play. Trying to draw Spain out and find those gaps in and amongst the defence. It goes as far as Thomas Donoghue. Doesn't necessarily have the power to locate Emer O'Sullivan. You can see this very fluid system they've adopted whereby Thomas Donoghue and Emer O'Sullivan continue to rotate who operates in that central role as Emer O'Sullivan hesitates in engaging, which allows Francisco Velasco to come across and clear.
Yeah, just caught in two minds that Emer O'Sullivan, that's ball fired towards Lynch, but got to play for a goal kick. Certainly was a great move by Ireland, though, down the line to O'Sullivan. Brilliant ball across, and the finish is absolutely buried in the corner by Lynch. Boujaboud with this goal kick for Spain. Velasco into O'Sullivan, who takes a touch.
Yeah, that's nice if she can wrap her chair around it. Just too much pace. You can see the intent nonetheless. As Radwan Boujaboud into Francisco Velasco, pushed into the box by Emer O'Sullivan. And Spain are absorbing a lot of pressure early on. We've seen how important set pieces have been in this competition. I don't know the percentage of goals scored via set pieces at the first, second or third phase, but I would suspect, Greg, it's way over 50%. So Ireland looking to generate, beautifully cushioned into the path of Liam Lynch, but well cleared by Radwan Boujaboud. Looking to switch the play, can't get the power, so it collides with the back wheel of Emer O'Sullivan. Really strong play from Radwan Boujaboud. That is reckless from the Spanish captain. He was warned as to his contact several times yesterday.
I'll be amazed if he escapes without a card here.
He's got to get a yellow card there. Whilst I understand letting some play go, that is the most reckless rotation of a chair we have seen all week. Completely put Liam Lynch in the firing line. It's incredibly brave from the goal scorer, but that should, without question, be a yellow card as all players hesitate to engage. I think everyone held their breath when Boujaboud started that rotation, and he's incredibly fortunate to escape. I've seen red cards given for similar challenges when it's that reckless, so a real let-off for Spain.
Doesn't matter if that's your first offence, that is a yellow card at least all day long. There was no withdrawal of power. He has just put the full force of his strike force through Liam Lynch's back wheel. As you say, incredibly brave.
Just locks up off the back of Francisco Velasco. I'm all for let him play, run, try and facilitate fair play and consistency. But we've seen yellow cards in this competition awarded for far less. But now Ireland aren't shaken up by that. Liam Lynch is such an aggressive, strong player, so it won't bother him in the slightest as he looks to engage a high press. He manages to flick it only as far as Francisco Espinosa. Kept in well by Aaron Tarabe Sanchez. Liam Lynch just let it go.
Boujeboud again, lucky. Didn't give away a 2-on-1 there. Tarabe Sanchez went out the box and Boujeboud said exactly where he was.
Emer O'Sullivan can't quite get the ball through that channel to Liam Lynch, who will take the resulting corner ball into the box, blocked by Radwan Boujeboud. He's done that all competition. Always very considerate as to the angling of his chair, as Sean Donoghue, with some rare presence in the Spain half.
Did well there just to mop up the danger and then turn it round to win his side, kick in.
Thomas Donoghue to take. Very condensed area of the court in which he will be aiming at. No clear real options. Francisco Espinosa doing a great job in restricting Emer O'Sullivan. Liam Lynch takes possession on the edge. It's going to draw Francisco Velasco into defensive duties. Aaron Tarabe Sanchez needs to back off a little bit. Any further encroachments will be a 2-on-1 in Ireland's favour. Took a ricochet between several chairs before going out for an Ireland corner.
It's a kick in rather than a corner this. Just Velasco did well to get it and for kicking instead, but I think a bit rushed from Liam Lynch there. Wasn't quite aware of where everyone was.
That's good play from Sean Donoghue. He just assessed his angle, but he's taken it out of the game. And Liam Lynch now has to fill that defensive void. Sean Donoghue desperately trying to get back, completely disregards his positional awareness because Liam Lynch was there trying to prevent. Would have liked him to have the communication and the confidence that Liam Lynch had the defence locked up. Advantage was played. And now we settle as Radwan Boujeboud looking for Velasco. That's nice play from Boujeboud. And likewise from Emer O'Sullivan, taken in reverse by Thomas Donoghue. That's a brilliant opportunity. But it's saved well by Spain. Lynch now looking to follow it up. Can't get contact on that little flick is Aaron Tarabe Sanchez and Francisco Espinosa. Very complacent. Just needed Tarabe Sanchez to back off once he'd pushed it into the path of his number 64 winger.
We'll have the first water break of the day. Plenty of water falling down outside, right?
Yeah, it's worth noting that here in Lignano Sabbiadoro, the weather is quite incredible. Thunderstorms, torrential rain, which I much prefer when we are rooted to our commentary gantry for the entirety of the day. But what a day it will be. Let's go through the full schedule. This the first game at 12 o'clock. A monumental matchup. Northern Ireland versus Denmark. In the 5th place playoff, the winner earns the final ticket to the 2026 FIFA Power Chair Football World Cup in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I can't quite emphasize enough how important that is. That is a final in itself, and I suspect that this place will be rocking when that one kicks off, as Adam Crow makes a couple of substitutes, takes his two wingers off. So Liam Lynch now looks as if he's going to operate in the centre. Naglis Montvillas and Ethan McNichol on in place of Tom Donoghue and Emer O'Sullivan.
Don't mind that change.
I don't mind that change, and also Matt Crowley not currently in a goalkeeper jersey, so will we see him in a unfamiliar attacking role? Something a lot of people have been calling for, and that's picked off brilliantly by Ethan McNichol. Follows up the secondary effort from Aaron Terrabo Sanchez as there's calls for 2-on-1 from the grandstand. Nice little bit of power that's just been injected from those changes. There is no question that the Republic of Ireland possess the player profiles and quality to be a World Cup nation. As Ethan McNichol attacks the back post. That is a brilliant goal. It was persistent, it was well organised. Those three players combining in attack. And Ireland double their advantage.
Yeah, really well worked goal. Lynch into Montvillas, little flick round the corner, and McNichol just squeezes it in the gap at the near
so
post.
cute from Ethan McNichol, just to angle her chair in a fashion that sends it off the back of Francisco Velasco.
Not quite sure what Boudjeboud's doing, leaving a gap that big at his near post, mind you. Brilliant finish, nonetheless, by McNichol, and a really nice, well-worked set-piece move by Republic of Ireland as Montvillas can bring it forward.
Yeah, they're looking to take out their frustration here as Liam Lynch follows it up. You're seeing how attacking Ireland are being. Any potential breaks spearheaded by Terrabo Sanchez would surely see Sean Donoghue tested, as Spain ready their first substitute of the game. It will be Marcus Garcia Trives coming on in place of Francisco Velasco. It's out of danger.
Play on with the contact through Lynch. He's certainly been in the wars in the opening 15 minutes, right?
That he is, but he never shies away from a 50-50 as it's guided down to Naglis Montvillas, who opts against engaging with the 180, which probably the sensible decision because I think Spain had locked it up. He's patient, and Liam Lynch wanted Ethan McNichol in that top left-hand corner to capitalise.
A great move by Ireland. Montvillas taking his time, finding the 180, and if Ethan McNichol was at the far post. Another tap in as she gets into that one from Boudjeboud, but it'll only roll out of play for a goal kick. Terrabo Sanchez with this goal kick. Touch from Boudjeboud. Straight in by Lynch. Espinosa forward. Good front bumper by Boudjeboud.
Yeah, it was good. Needs Espinosa to be set. Slightly forced. I think the option either needed to be taking it down the line or attempting to generate the power to locate the alternate winger in Marcus Trives. As Boudjeboud's going to try and push it into Trives' path. It did come off of Ethan McNichol. Certainly looked as if you can see the appeals from Radwan Boudjeboud, and you can understand why.
I thought that was certainly a Spain ball. Trives.
Yeah, just too close to Francisco Espinosa there. Just wasn't able to set, and that's because Ireland took it very quickly, not giving them an opportunity. following that 5th place playoff. We will see Italy take on Belgium in the bronze medal match. That one kicking off at 2:15 and then 4:30 local time here in Italy, Central European summer time, so please make the necessary adjustments for wherever you are watching around the world. The familiar final, the one that's contested all iterations of the EFA Nations Cup, the one that contested the last World Cup, France versus England, as it's sent into the box. 3 in the box signalled on the far side by Niels Christensen Simonsen.
And this is a real opportunity for Ireland to get a third.
This is where I want to see them be clinical. Liam Lynch is going to take, shaping up to feed it out to Montvillas. There's only one option based on his chair shape. Don't be surprised if Ethan McNichol follows this up and Liam Lynch backs off into the 180s, which is interesting because the angle isn't there. Feeds it to Liam Lynch. I think that was too overplayed from Ireland. They need to engage it in the 2nd or 3rd phase in terms of a shot. Otherwise, Spain, as they have shown, just are given the opportunity to set themselves defensively.
McNichol has Montvillas in support.
The ball is still live. It may not appear it, but the whole circumference of the ball needs to leave. Surely Radwan Bujabud needs to see yellow there. I understand the generosity of Nordin Subovic, but he could easily be sent off here. Not as in he should have been sent off with those accumulations of real heavy contact. And once again, maybe the referees are trying to facilitate it with not much being on the line, but you can't be reckless like that. It endangers other players around you. And he's incredibly fortunate yet again. And the appeals as well are very strong from the Spanish number 7.
Yeah, I'm amazed he's not on a yellow card at least. And the way he was arguing back with referee Nordin Subovic there could have easily earned him a 2nd yellow in succession. Again, McNichol cuts it out. We goal kick as we enter additional time. We'll of course play 1 minute due to the water break.
Radwan Bujabud into Marcus Trives, and as far as Liam Lynch, the 2 number 12s battle away for possession. Down the line to Montvillas. He's going to engage that in the 180 into the box, blocked by Aaron Tarabo Sanchez.
Battling Trives and Lynch, 2 number 12s.
Good work from Trives. Gained some rare territory in the Ireland half. Sean Donoghue has been little more than a observer, certainly in the 2nd half of this first 20.
Free kick for the Republic of Ireland. Wonder how much longer will be played. We have had a couple of substitutions during this half. That ball goes straight out of play for a Spain kick in. Bujabud will take. Again cut out by McNichol. Good ball from Espinosa. Trives saved by Sean Donoghue.
Yeah, this is better from the Spanish. You can see that they're really pushing players forward in pursuit of a goal. As Clives gets a little bit of space, flicks it towards Radwan Bujaboo, but Ireland too set defensively for that to be set through. John Donoghue combines with Nagles Montvillas, and surely a yellow card now. It will be. That's the third contact, and he drives away. He plays right on the line, and amazingly there is strong appeals from the Spanish fans on the far side. They should be incredibly fortunate that that doesn't see him giving his marching orders. A superb first half from the Republic of Ireland, who take a 2-0 lead into the break. Liam Lynch, with limited minutes in the competition, took his chance brilliantly to open the scoring before Ethan McNichol doubled the lead with a brilliant team move. Spain have had their spells in possession, but it's Radwan Bujaboo's temperament that has taken the headlines. Too many heavy challenges, which saw him see yellow right at the end of the first half. We'll be back very back shortly for the second. We're all set for the second half in the 7th, 8th place playoff with the Republic of Ireland in control at 2-0. Liam Lynch and Aoife McNichol provided the goals, and Adam Crowell's side now have the chance to finish their campaign on a real high. That being said, Spain aren't out of it. They've shown flashes of quality, but need composure and discipline if they're to mount a comeback. 20 minutes to decide who ends this Nations Cup in 7th. It's been a switch up for both teams in this second half. Matt Crowley now in the centre. Spain have introduced Samuel Grau Garcia as Nordin Subovic, our central referee from Austria, gets proceedings underway. Straight into Marcus Trives, over to Liam Lynch. And Matt Crowley trying to split the lines through. So the teams in their entirety: Sean Donoghue, Matt Crowley, Aoife McNichol and Liam Lynch. And for Spain, Arantarabes Sanchez, Radwan Bujaboud, Samuel Grau Garcia and Marcos Trives.
Very excited to see Matt Crowley in the middle. We've seen what he can do when playing as a second pivot. His distribution has been excellent all tournament. I'm looking forward to the combination between him and Liam Lynch on the wings.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Samuel Grau Garcia has to be careful of his placement. There's less than 3 meters, between those two. Play allowed to continue. Very condensed between those two, who both ply their trade in the centre, or certainly have seen them do so before. So maybe there is that tendency of Grau Garcia to want to contribute in that central channel, which is leading to that lack of positional awareness. But Matt Crowley breaks. It's bright from Spain nonetheless, starting to get their passes going. Radwan Bujaboud just can't get contact, but Samuel Grau Garcia does, and he's switched from Radwan Bujaboud. His distribution's been excellent. And whilst we've questioned his temperament and his aggression, I like it if it can be channeled the right way. As Aoife McNichol forces her way into the box, surely a 2-on-1. Advantage trying to be played, but there is no advantage to be had. So a strange decision from the officials as Matt Crowley into Liam Lynch. He had no real direction on that front bumper shot. And that is gifted from Arantarabes Sanchez. 2-on-1, this time in favour of the Republic of Ireland. A strange decision, that.
That was an interesting 30 seconds or so of play. I don't know what Tarabes Sanchez is doing, 180ing it in the middle of his own box behind him. Got away with it. Ireland probably should have scored from that passage of play. It was a great dummy by Matt Crowley to get past Bujaboud.
Matt Crowley now trying to create the space. As Aoife McNichol shows short down this wing, but blocked off by Radwan Bujaboud. It's actually Spain's kicking into Samuel Grau Garcia. Nice pick off from Matt Crowley into the box, across the face of goal. Doesn't trouble Spain a great deal, but it's positive signs from Ireland.
Great pick off from Crowley, great ball across by Lynch. They're starting well in this second half for Ireland.
Once again, even McNichol looking to react very late once that defender vacates the space on the near post. We saw her score from it in the first half. She's very nearly doubled her own goal tally there. As Nordin Subovic just tries to get some positional discipline in that box. As the 5 metre mark is observed and signified, as Radwan Bujaboud once again playing right to the limits. You can probably see that pink line just out a shot that designates the 5 metres from the dead ball. Radwan Bujabu cannot encroach on it. It goes all the way to Aoife McNichol. Doesn't have the power to line up the shot, but I think all credit for that one is owed to Marcos Trives, who just put himself in a position that didn't allow the full rotation.
Absolutely. Trives, great positional awareness. See here, Ireland playing backwards to go forwards.
Yeah, it's dangerous play and put Sean Donoghue under some real pressure. Just a lapse in concentration. It needed that accuracy on that front bumper from the keeper. And it's Radwan Bujabu into Trives, cleared by Aoife McNichol.
Kick in for Spain.
I don't suspect the sound of rain is translated over the stream, but it is really coming down as Ireland look to break. That's disappointing from Liam Lynch.
Brilliant ball by Crowley. Liam Lynch, just take it reverse.
I don't know what the purpose of that would have been. It would have been locked up in the central areas by Spanish defenders had it come across. Aoife McNichol had no ability to advance up the court because of the position of Samuel Gro Garcia. That's the only option that would have benefited Ireland, is taking it in reverse. There is a tendency for some players to want to really hit it with all of their power at all times, but exhibiting a little bit of control and patience can sometimes be far more beneficial. And from that, Spain have arguably their best opportunity to score all game. Samuel Gro Garcia looking for Radwan Bujabu. It's a very condensed attack for Spain, so they have to be really careful. That's disappointed from Spain as well. There's going to be very few opportunities to break this stubborn defence of Ireland, but they have to take them if and when they're given them, and that's better. Liam Lynch doesn't opt to engage straight away. You can see the benefit it has. Gives Aoife McNichol a little bit of time to put herself in a really good position to attack, should that ball find its way through the Spanish defence.
Yeah. Ball from Crowley, just too far in front of Lynch. Liam Lynch trying to drive around the back of Traube Sanchez. Again, I'm amazed no turn one has been given. Bujabu and Samuel Gro Garcia were right next to each other. Bujabu did not move away. Gro Garcia was in the corner. Could have thrown a blanket over them all.
Yeah, there's been a few decisions here as Aoife McNichol guides it goalbar, and it just brushes that left-hand post of Aaron Traore Sanchez. I don't think 5 metres was observed by McNichol. It's a nice effort nonetheless. But yes, there has been some strange decisions when it comes to 2-on-1 infringement and the physicality of this game that you suspect if there was more on the line, we would have very strong appeals from those coaching setups.
I don't know about you, my heart was in my mouth then for a second when I saw Bujabu and Lynch again after that first half clash.
For those just tuning in, Bujabu warned several times for incredibly tough challenges in the first 20. Saw him receive a yellow card very late on, so he's playing right on the line, and you would suspect any future contacts would result in him being sent off. No one has seen red at the competition thus far, but when we get down to the crunch games, when there's so much on the line, there's nerves, there's tension, there's anticipation, it wouldn't surprise me if that manifests in a way where referees are left with no choice but to go to their book.
McNichol, Crowley in the middle.
Aaron Traore Sanchez comes out his box a lot. Just a strange utilisation of advantage, because for the most part there is no clear attack on for Ireland, yet advantage is played. They do get the free kick, however. Liam Lynch to take. Aoife McNichol can come no further to her left. You're right as you're viewing it, because you'd be too close to Matt Crowley. She does just enough to escape. Could have been a 2-on-1 for Spain, as Liam Lynch looks to show a little bit of physicality, trapping the ball between himself and Samuel Gro Garcia. Flicked into the centre. Matt Crowley exhibits a little bit of patience, which is nice to see. And the pick-off from Liam Lynch is a good attacking football, but the right decision from the referee on that occasion. The Irish players too close to one another, 2-on-1 to Spain.
Yeah, we're close to that second half water break. Liam Lynch. Driving Torralba Sanchez back towards his own goal line. Nicol, can Crowley get there? I don't think he's going to be able to. It will be a goal kick, and we will observe that 1 minute water break. No, we won't know. It'll be substitution. I jumped the gun. Double substitution for Spain. Gro Garcia and Marcos Trives going off. Alberto Reina coming on and Velasco coming back on.
Yeah, I've liked Arturo Reina when he's featured. Really persistent in trying to break up those passing lanes, something that's needed in this fixture. As Radwan Boujeboud has to let that go to Arantarabo Sanchez. And that's a nice engagement from Arturo Reina. Just put himself in a position that restricted the island touch and just allowed it to roll out for a ball, as we now observe that midway water break. And I know people are constantly tuning in for the first time, so I'll go through the full schedule once again. At 12 o'clock Central European summertime, we have a huge fixture, Northern Ireland versus Denmark, not only for 5th place in the Epvat Nations Cup, but also for the 5th and final ticket to next year's World Cup. That will be followed by Italy versus Belgium for the bronze medal, and then the 2025 Epvat Nations Cup final. World champions France against European champions England. A clash of the power chair titans. Momo versus Boldin, Gordon versus Weiss, Filatra versus Common. The list goes on and on. Will it be repeat? Will it be revenge? You'll have to tune in to find out.
Can't wait for that one. We do have some monumental games of power chair football today. So much on the line. Final instructions given to the teams for the last 10 minutes of this game.
You have to say, Greg, the competition as a whole has just been incredible. The platform in which the Federazione Paralimpica Power Chair Sport have created has just facilitated this showcase at the very top level. And we still have some incredible games left to be played. This is game 26 of 29. It's been a long week, it's been an intense week, but it's been absolutely brilliant.
Seen Liam Lynch and Aoife McNichol, the two goal scorers, go off for Ireland. Tom Donoghue and Emer O'Sullivan back on. Matt Crowley still playing in the middle.
Emer O'Sullivan down to Tom Donoghue. Sean Donoghue has to be careful of his placement there, coming out of the box. As you can see, this high attacking press of Spain. They are looking to half the deficit.
Yeah, the ball just, sometimes when it's wedged between two chairs and there's a lot of pressure, it can just shoot out. There's nothing stopping your momentum just from slamming into the back of the chair. Trapper for Matt Crowley there. Boujeboud. Great ball down the line. Velasco doesn't quite get it right.
Good work from Thomas Donoghue just to trap the momentum of that. Sorry to interrupt, Greg.
It's okay.
They're building. Francisco Velasco into Raduan Bujabud. Very poor communication and setup initially from Spain there. Little more than a metre between Francisco Velasco and Arturo Reina.
Let's see Arturo Reina be on this far side as an option for Velasco if he gets to 183.
We've seen with some nations just a little bit of naivety and inexperience, which is only to be expected really. Spain would have never experienced a level of competition like it, but they've held their own and they will take huge positives irrelevant of this result. By contrast, Ireland sadly have not met expectations. They wanted to ensure their presence at next year's World Cup in Argentina. They sadly will not be there. As Emer O'Sullivan into Arturo Reina.
Thomas Donoghue with this kick in. Deflects between Bujabud and Torralba Sanchez, but the Spanish number 7 can bring it clear. Crowley blocked by Reina.
How many interceptions has he had across the competition, if and when he's featured?
Certainly lost count.
Sean Donoghue wants another one to add to the tally for the Spanish number 19.
Reina with this kick in now. Bujabud just gets his feet adjusting. Velasco. Tom Donoghue trying to drive, he gets turned around.
Yeah, good work from Donoghue.
Tell you what, Bujabud is really lucky there that the ball had a lot of pace on it, because he is just not subtly at all driven to block off Tom Donoghue. He plays on the line.
He does play on the line, and I like that. It's just controlling it and channeling it in a way that produces good professional performances. His distribution is great. He's been key to everything in defence. He's influential in attack. And if he can control that temperament, they've got a real player there to build the team around.
The image back on in place of Matt Crowley. We see Tom Donoghue move back into the middle. We're back to the lineup we started for the Republic of Ireland.
If you're the Republic of Ireland, you're looking at the game next up between Northern Ireland and Denmark. Two opponents you faced in this competition, 2 games in which you could have been victorious, should have been victorious, but sadly it didn't go your way. And knowing that one of those 2 will take the final ticket must really hurt. It's how they use that hurt for positive, as Sean Donoghue does really well.
Yeah, it really does. Really does. Drove into the 2-1 and then played with the advantage, won a kick in, which Brother Tom will take. Tell you what, the rain on the roof is providing a nice ambience.
Arturo Reina, once again, 2 interceptions to keep Spain up high. I'm excited to see what Spain do from here. I really am. I think there is some real quality players in that squad, and if they can play at a high level domestically, and facilitate maybe some international friendlies and competitions. I know they have done so in the past with the likes of Mexico and Scotland. They can be a force. They will be a force if they put the right investment in. As we are now into the final minute. Ireland will be victorious. They will get 7th place in the competition. Nice play from Radovan Bujabud. Forced exchange that from Arturo Reina. Needed far more angle to locate Velasco. You probably want Emer O'Sullivan to do a little bit better there to turn that into an attack. Thomas Donoghue is going to go for the rotated pass, read by Radovan Bujabud and seen out by Arturo Reina. 40 minutes played. We'll go to at least 41. It's been a professional performance from the Republic of Ireland. Spain haven't had a great deal in way of attacking success, but definite positives when you're referencing individual performers and the roles in which they have within that squad, and that's a really nice combination. Arturo Reina just didn't read it. He needs to be 4, 5, 6 meters deeper to capitalise. They're the little lessons they will learn on reflection, going back, watching these clips and ensuring that if and when instances arise in the future, they're better set, they're better prepared, and they're more experienced.
Absolutely, that's all you can hope for the tournament for some of these developing nations. Of course, some will exceed expectations, such as Italy.
Just the officials having a conversation in this corner.
Ruled obstruction for Tom Donoghue. Free kick. Could be a yellow card for Tom Donoghue as well for the obstruction.
That won't matter a great deal to him or Ireland. It surprises me almost that Ireland haven't exhibited more frustration with the injustices they will feel have occurred across the week in terms of missed chances and opportunities. And that's why I go back to that word. It's a professional performance from them, and they've shown their quality with 2 really well taken goals. They won't want to concede here. It'll be little more than a consolation, but nevertheless it would tarnish what has been a brilliant performance, a statement win for the Republic of Ireland, and a performance that caps their competition in the best possible way. Goals from Liam Lynch and Aoife McNichol told the story, but it was the overall approach that stood out. Ireland pressed high, they condensed Spain into their own half and played with far more attacking intent than what we've seen in the competition thus far. For Adam Crowe and his side, this is a small slice of redemption after narrow margins cost them a semi-final place and heartbreak in the playoff against Northern Ireland. For Spain, it's a tough ending. As debutants, they've showed flashes of quality and spirit, including that memorable win over Germany. But today, they couldn't find the composure or discipline to break through. Ireland take 7th, Spain take 8th. Both know where they stand in the European rankings, and both can use this week as fuel for what comes next. Myself, Ryan Sipple, and Greg Baxter will be back for a huge game between Northern Ireland and Denmark.
And here we are with Mr. Liam Lynch,
Yes, that's me.
who scored as well.
Yes.
What a great way to finish this competition.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Good way to finish, and it ended on a high, so that's good.
Absolutely, absolutely. Congratulations.
Thank
you guys
you.
put a big effort. We did enjoy a lot. How was playing with Spain?
Good. Bit sore after it, bit rough.
Yes.
But that was fun. So.
Yeah. Now you're gonna have enough time to celebrate
Oh yes, plenty
And-
of times.
and to recover, definitely, because the tournament was very long.
Yeah.
And you must feel destroyed after this,
Bit
but
tired,
happy, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. We really hope to see you very soon at the next tournament.
Likewise.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yes. See ya.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Thanks so much with Mr. Lynch from Team Ireland. And now we have bienvenido to our captain today, number 7, Radwan Buhabut. Hello, sir. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Another hard fight for Team Spain until the end. As always, you guys never give up. It's so fun to watch.
For us, as a youth team, Spain, no room for loss. We are learning. We are or learning to performance our game in every game.
Every
We
match.
do the best. We
We-
try the best. We are
Yes.
learning, and no more.
We can see that. We can see that. We love to see your passion, guys, in every game, in every moment. That's truly amazing. We are so glad to have you here, guys, and we cannot wait to see you at the next competition.
Yeah, we are from the south, and
Yeah,
we have a lot of patience to football and for Portugal football. And the next event, we come back and we will do the best. to
Absolutely.
make Spain happy.
absolutely. I'm pretty sure about that because we also saw improvement in every single match. And this is beautiful to watch because, this is a big event.
Yeah.
So it's definitely stressful for you guys. That's a lot of tension going on, but you guys warmed up and play better and better. And next time you'll come stronger.
And we
And again, cannot wait to see you guys.
very proud of the team, happy with the organization, and all is good.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias to our captain, Mr. Buhabund.
Prego.
I will see you very soon at the next final. Thank you so much. Please.